Today we're going to build a simple but powerful web app with Python Flask, HTML, CSS, and Supabase. Our app will have two main features, user registration and login. That means a visitor can create an account, sign in with their email, and then access a personal dashboard. Pretty cool, right? Here's what the final app looks like. Users can register, log in, and even log out safely. It's lightweight, it's secure, and it's a perfect starting point if you want to learn how authentication works in real-world projects. So let's jump right in. First things first, we need to set up our Supabase project. After logging into your Supabase account, click on New Project. Here you'll be asked to choose a name and a password for the database. The region isn't important at this stage, so you can choose whichever you like. Then hit Create Project. Once the project is created, we need to make sure email authentication is enabled. To do this, head over to the authentication section, then sign in/providers, and make sure the email option is switched on. This is super important because our register and login forms will rely on email-based authentication. The last step before we connect everything is to grab our API keys. Go to Project Settings, then API. Here you'll find two things we need, the project URL, which is under the Data API section, and the public API key, which you'll see under the API keys section. Copy both of these because we'll need them in our Python project. All right, with Supabase ready to go, let's move on to setting up the Python project. All right, let's start by taking a quick look at the design of our app. First up is style.css. This file controls the look and feel of everything. We have a clean gradient background, a centered container for forms, rounded corners, subtle shadows, and even a nice fade-in animation. It's simple, elegant, and makes our app feel polished without much effort. Next is dashboard.html. This is the page users see after logging in. It shows a friendly welcome message with their email and a logout button. Very straightforward and user-friendly, nothing too complicated, just a clean interface. Then we have register.html. Here, new users can enter their email and password to create an account. If there's an error, it's displayed right there on the form. There's also a link to the login page if the user already has an account. Similarly, login.html lets returning users sign in with their credentials. Errors like wrong email or password are shown, and there's a link back to the registration page for new users. Now let's talk about app.py, which is the brain of our project. Before diving in, make sure you've installed the required Python modules. This is necessary to use Flask and Supabase in our app. All right, now let's dive into app.py, the heart of our project. First, we start by importing the necessary Python modules for our app. Flask for the web framework, some helpers like render template, request, redirect, URL for, and session for managing users. We also import Supabase so we can connect our app to a secure backend and the OS module for general system tasks. Next, we initialize Flask and give it a secret key. This key is crucial because it allows Flask to handle user sessions securely. Then, we connect to our Supabase project using the project URL and public API key. This is what allows our app to communicate with Supabase for things like registering and logging in users. After that, we define the home route. This checks if a user is already logged in. If they are, it sends them straight to the dashboard. If not, they are redirected to the login page. Then we have the register route. This handles new users signing up. When a user submits their email and password, it sends this information to Supabase to create a new account. If everything goes well, the user is redirected to the login page. If not, an error message is displayed so they know something went wrong. Similarly, the login route handles users who already have an account. It checks their credentials against Supabase, and if successful, creates a session and redirects them to the dashboard. If login fails, an error message is shown. At this point, if you run the app, you'll notice that both the register and login pages are being called correctly. This is where users can start interacting with the app, creating accounts and logging in. Now moving on to the dashboard and logout routes. The dashboard route checks if the user is logged in. If not, they are sent back to log in. If they are logged in, they see their personal dashboard with a welcome message. The logout route simply clears the user session and sends them back to the login page. And with that, the project setup is complete. Let's test it. First, we'll create a temporary email using a free service. Link is in the video description. Temp emails are perfect for testing because they're disposable and easy to use. Next, we'll use this temp email to register on our app. Once the registration is complete, we need to confirm the account by checking the temp email inbox and following the verification link. After confirming, we'll log in using the same email and password. Success! We're now logged in and can see our dashboard. Finally, we'll log out to ensure the session ends correctly. And that's it. We now have a fully functional Python Flask web app with Supabase authentication. Users can register, log in, access a personalized dashboard, and log out securely. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Python and web development content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.